At the end of the 19th century, two great Western playwrights pioneered innovations which later came to virtually define the fabric of most modern plays, and still do to this day. Norway's Henrik Ibsen, working within his era's standard theatrical format, introduced truly contemporary characters and provocative issues, from corruption to the abuse of women. Russia's Anton Chekhov went a step further, changing the form of drama itself to match this new realist content, and doing away with the hero's journey and comic or tragic climaxes. By simulating everyday life's textures as never before, Ibsen and Chekhov between them created a whole new style of drama, which was later adopted by many famous playwrights. In their time, realism had already come to dominate the novel genre, offering faithful representations of daily life and the rejection of romantic idealism and subjectivity. Authors like Flaubert had blazed this trail, with its generally negative view of the bourgeoisie and its bold inclusiveness, meaning unflinching depictions of the low, ugly, or shocking. Realist novelists and playwrights believed environment shaped individual character, an idea popularized by the 1859 publication of Charles Darwin's The Origin of Species. Their narrative style aimed for objectivity, with the same detachment that scientists maintained during experiments, and this paradigm influenced even the stagecraft of 19th century plays. The proscenium arch stage became the standard, with its clearly bordered, curtained, box-like structure, inside which characters lived their lives, oblivious of the invisible audience. Soliloquies, such as Hamlet addressing the heavens, and those theatrical equivalents of the "and now, dear reader, let me pause to explain" passages in novels, were totally abandoned. And to heighten realism, even essential bursts of exposition were delivered differently, in a natural way, by characters discussing catch-up information, while audiences listened in. Invocations of real life on the 19th century stage were enhanced through set design, the staple a meticulously reproduced middle-class drawing room with trinkets, cutlery, and books. Henrik Ibsen was at the forefront of this genre, with his plays The Pillars of Society, A Doll's House, and Ghosts, which at first all mainstream theatres rejected. Why? Because, true to the 1877 title, they attacked the pillars of middle-class life, showing patriarchy, marriage, family, even the church, as hypocritical and life-sapping institutions. In 1879's A Doll's House, Nora finally realizes that no one in her life has ever truly seen her as a person. In the play's era-shocking climax, she leaves husband and children to find herself. Groundbreaking as this content was, Ibsen still used the well-made play formula of the time, which had been established as the correct medium for communicating any story. The well-made play begins just before a crisis, fills in background which explains that crisis, then delivers the last piece of vital information, or bombshell, just before the final scene. Hence, A Doll's House climaxes on the night of a holiday party, in which Nora has danced the tarantella, by which time the audience already understands why later she'll finally walk out. But Anton Chekhov completed the realist revolution in theatre by making even the form of his stage's drama match its content, bringing it closer to ordinary life than ever before. Chekhov believed that all existing dramatic conventions, including the well-made play, actually falsified life, squeezing it inside politically correct boundaries for European stages. Thus, in all his plays, characters struggle to free themselves from the dead hand of the past, traditions, customs, and notions of respectability which he said stifled humanity's present. His 1900 Uncle Vanya offers no hero figure, instead several characters on a country estate, each one following their own plot, all at cross purposes, with mutually incompatible goals. Reflecting Chekhov's view of most people's lives, at the end of the play, after failures and misadventures, his characters find themselves back where they started at the play's outset. So the ending of Uncle Vanya is neither comic nor tragic, leaving the audience with the impression that after the curtain closes, the characters' drab lives will simply go on, unseen. Ibsen, in essence, created modern drama by changing its content, by bringing onto the stage edgy contemporary issues including chauvinism, venereal disease, and crooked journalism. Then Chekhov completed the evolution by daringly letting life be the determiner of form rather than the other way around, as had been the convention in theatre for centuries. It's been said, in Ibsen's plays, a secret is revealed which shows what everyone had believed is untrue, while in Chekhov's, what was believed proves true, but nobody can accept it. The pair were destined to be remembered in the stars. An unusual asteroid, discovered in 1914, was named 783 Nora, in honor of the main character in Ibsen's A Doll's House. And in the 1960s, TV science fiction writer Gene Roddenberry honored Chekhov by naming one of his principal Star Trek characters after him. These two bold, innovative playwrights paved the way for a shining era of drama in the Western world, moving on from that limited, it must be either comedy or tragedy mindset. Their work inspired and emboldened innovators who followed, like Arthur Miller, George Bernard Shaw, Eugene O'Neill, Tennessee Williams, Luigi Pirandello, and Bertolt Brecht. Even now, almost every play staged in your lifetime owes something to the pens of Ibsen and Chekhov. Ibsen and Chekhov's innovations were a radical departure from earlier European drama, which most people don't realize was steeped in social engineering. Meet the genius who made it funny and timeless anyway in episode 22.